Hello everyone, my name is Xander Cloud and welcome back to another video. Today is another Sonic related video. I know you're probably getting sick of these, but I am in the mood of, I've been quite in the mood of Sonic stuff lately, and I guess it's because of my, I think it's because of the movie. I've just gone really into the face of Sonic recently, and that was most likely it. So, anyway, today is interesting because today is a little bit different. Today, I am going to be proposing a fan game. I have kind of like I have kind of the skills on how to make games, but I don't really have any programs to make any. I just realized I am not in some shirt that I really want to wear for this video, so I'll be right back. There we go. That's much better. So the reason why that shirt was not as good as this one was because that shirt was pajama shirt. This one is actually a real shirt. So anyway, with shirt stuff out of the way, so this fan game is actually going to be based off another fan game. I'm pretty sure if anyone has heard of the like a fan-made software kind of game called Classic Sonic Heroes. It's kind of based off of that. Actually, not kind of. It's really based off of that. So basically, we have the original teams from the original Sonic Heroes game. We got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Rouge, Omega, which is actually reverted to a Gamma stage at this point, but we'll get to that later. Espio, Charmy, Vector from Team Chaotix, and Amy, Cream, and Big from Team Rose. But we have some new teams, and that in turn is Marine the Raccoon, Ray the Flying Squirrel, and Mighty the Armadillo. These three form up a team that I like to call Team Forgotten. Well, it's not really forgotten anymore, considering of Sonic Mania Plus that came out and featured two of them. But they just haven't been in many games. It'll be interesting to see like some characters bounce off of one each other. And also from Team Dimension, we got Blaze, we got Silver, and we got Shade. Blaze and Silver, you're most likely might have heard from Sonic Rush, Sonic Rush Adventure, or and Sonic 06, but you probably would not have heard of Shade. Shade was a character from Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. She was an echidna that was basically trapped in a little realm for a little over 4,000 years, and then was kind of released back out due to some shenanigans going on. I forgot what really happens, but anyway. And then one more, an unlockable team, which includes Metal Sonic, Tails Doll, and Metal Knuckles. Those two of those are exclusive to Sonic R, and basically Sonic Racing. I'm pretty sure lots of you guys know that. And then now onto levels. So, unlike the original Classic Sonic Heroes, so the original Classic Sonic Heroes basically has Sonic 1 levels and then Sonic 2 levels. I like to do things a little more different. So we have Angel Island first off, because of it feels a little weird only having Sonic 1 and 2. Oh, and also the levels all contain from Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, and Mania. Putting those all together would make a really amazing adventure, wouldn't it? Alright, so yeah, Angel Island is our first one. Green Hill, which is going to be a little interesting because of because of Sonic Mania and Sonic 1. So I kind of put in the 3 acts basis from Sonic 1. Act 1 has the mini boss of DD Wrecker. I'm not quite sure what the DD stands for, but it's the mini boss from Sonic Mania. Then it's Wrecking Ball, which is the boss from Sonic 1, and then Death Egg Robot, which is the main boss from Sonic Mania. Then we got Emerald Hill, Marble Garden, Mushroom Hill, Palm Tree Panic, Collision Chaos, and then Studiopolis, which I'm going to be including the what is it? Like the unused boss, the Egg Jenkin, which is like the little upside down little capsule thing, if you know what I mean. And then it was the Heavy Gunner, he was like the mid boss, and then Weather Mobile from the actual boss. And then we got Spring Yard, Carnival Night, Casino Night, Aquatic Ruin, Hilltop, Marble, and Starlight. Got all those. And then next up is Ice Cap, Press Garden, Wacky Workbench, Stardust Speedway, which is going to be for the middle so there's going to be what is it? There's also a 3-act thing here, but so it's basically Sonic Mania's mini boss. Then we got Metal Sonic from Sonic CD, and then Act 3, Metal Sonic will show up again, but this time it'll be his boss from Sonic Mania Plus, not the original Sonic Mania. That's way too like the original Sonic Metal Sonic fight. And then we got Chemical Plant, which is going to be 3 acts again. There's going to be the Amoeba Droid, which is that little mini boss from Sonic Mania. Then Water Eggman, which is the boss from Sonic 2. And then Mean Bean Machine, which is the boss from Sonic Mania. And then Oil Lotion is just going to be a Mania version. Because it's just adding the mini boss from Sonic Mania. And then after that is going to be Scrap Brain, Final Zone, Metropolis, Metallic Madness, which has 3 acts, which is going to be Egg Pistons Mark II, and then Pillar Mobile. I couldn't find I couldn't find a good name for the final boss from Sonic CD, so I just decided to call it Pillar Mobile, or Mobile, potato, kind of a thing. And then Act 3 is Gacha Pandora. When I first saw that, I was like, what? Gacha Pandora? That is really funny, because it has Pandora isn't there, or Pandora's box. Then after that we got Titanic Monarch, then Mirage Saloon, Sandopolis, Tattle Tempest. Oh, by the way, Mirage Saloon, it kind of combines the Knuckles only fight and the Sonic and Tails kind of version. And then after that is Sandopolis, Tattle Tempest, and Quartz Quadrant. After that would be Labyrinth, then Hidden Palace from the Sonic 2 game, and then Hydro City Zone, which is going to be a little interesting because, so Act 1 is going to be, first off, Dive Eggman. It's going to start off with Dive Eggman from Sonic Mania, and then somehow Sonic and Eggman will switch roles again, so it's back to the Eggman and Eggmobile and Sonic in the water. And then Act 2 would include Landro Mobile, which is basically the the little spinny thing, in the water, and then that little the thing from Sonic 3. And then after that is going to be Mystic Cave Zone, And then Lava Reef Zone, this one has 4 acts. Yes, new. We're gonna go in new with 4 acts. So there's going to be Heat Arms, which is the mini boss from Sonic 3. And then we have Driller Droid, which is the mini boss from Sonic Mania. Then we got Heavy Rider, which is going to be the boss for Act 3, and then we got Hot Mobile, which is the boss from Sonic and Knuckles. And now here's something a little different. Up next is Hidden Palace. So in Sonic and Knuckles, it's just Sonic running for a bit, runs into Knuckles, they fight. Knuckles sees Eggman taking the Master Emerald, and basically like boop boop boop, fight, electrocute, and then Knuckles finds out his mistake, and they teleport to Sky Sanctuary. But this one's a little different. See, there's going to be 2 acts, so there's going to be actually, I'm not going to say much on Act 1. Actually, I'm not going to say what the mid-boss is for Act 1 because it's going to spoil some story stuff that I'm going to be telling you guys later in the video. But Act 2 is going to be the Heavy King. And that's going to be interesting. And then next up is Launch Base Zone. It's going to be the same, except it's going to be like the original Sonic 3. So it's going to be like, it's going to go to that tower thing, and then it's going to go to the big arm. And then next up will be Sky Sanctuary. Act 1 is going to have Mecha Sonic, which... Oh, yeah. Like Mecha Sonic from the Sonic and Knuckles fight with Sonic and Mecha Sonic. And then Act 2 is going to have Super Mecha Sonic from the Knuckles fight from that game. And then next up is going to be Flying Battery with Gapsule as the first one. Oh, yeah, this is another 4-act zone, which is the little capsule. And then we're going to have Big Squeeze, where it's like boop, 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 boop. And then next up is going to have that little Spyro Mobile, like from Sonic Mobile, and then the Hang Mobile from Sonic and Knuckles. And then next up, we're going to have Sky Chase. So it's going to have a little break between Flying Battery and Wing Fortress. And then after Wing Fortress, it's going to be Death Egg 1. So there's 2 Death Eggs here. It's going to be combining the Sonic and Knuckles Death Egg with the Sonic 2 Death Egg. So first off, it's going to have the Sonic and Knuckles Death Egg going into the Sonic 2 Death Egg. Next up, it's going to be Doomsday Zone, where it's like, it goes, whoa! And then have that jumps into that huge Eggman shape kind of thing. And then we're going to have Egg Reverie as the final zone. But there's going to be more after that, but that's story related stuff that I'm going to get into later. So the next part is actually something that I'm going to need to show you visually. So I will get to that. Well, actually, it should be happening in a few seconds. All right, done going over the mode menu thing. All right, nice to see that's done. So next up, type of emeralds. Well, here we go. So there's actually going to be 5 different sets of emeralds. I know, 5. So there's going to be the Chaos Emeralds, there's going to be the Soul Emeralds, there's going to be the Time Stones, there's going to be the Super Emeralds, and finally, Broken Master Emerald Pieces. Now, that's cool, and all, but like, wouldn't you get like you guys might be saying, wouldn't you get like really like you're stressed and trying to get all 5 of these sets at the same time? Well, that's because I have done a little assigning sets to different teams. Like Sonic Team has the Chaos Emeralds, Team Dimension has the Soul Emeralds, Team Forgotten has the what is it? The Broken Master Emerald pieces. Team Rose has the Time Stones, while Team Dark has the Super Emeralds. Yeah, there's like 5 out of the original 6 that you get. I decided to not give Team Chaotix a set of emeralds because it's not really their thing. They don't really associate themselves with the emeralds. So there's that. Now you might be wondering, well, how do you get to all of these special stages to do them? Well, the Chaos Emeralds serve as their function from Sonic 1. Get 50 rings and head to the goalpost. There should be a giant ring, and you jump in it. And it brings you to the Sonic 1 special stage, and you get 1 out of 7. Then for the Soul Emeralds, like it is for... so yeah, the first 2 are kind of be like kind of like it is from the original classic Sonic Heroes, where like the Soul Emeralds are going to be from the Sonic 2 special stages and how you get into those. Now the other 3, the Broken Master Emerald pieces are going to be from the giant rings. The reason why I was thinking about this was because that I thought this was because basically it's those giant rings throughout the stages. They're pretty exclusive to only like Sonic 3's Sonic and Knuckles, which are basically one game, and then Sonic Mania. But like we already have the Chaos Emeralds assigned to 1, so I thought it was nice to kind of match up with the Knuckles theme going on there. And then for the Time Stones, I was kind of a little confused on how to approach this until I thought of Sonic CD and how you time traveled. So basically, there's 2 different 3D kind of special stages. There's this Sonic CD one and the Sonic Mania kind of one. So the Sonic CD is kind of more in the past, and the Sonic Mania one is more in the future. So the past and future sounds are going to be there in the levels, and if you do the little past, then you would get a time stone after completing the special stage. But if you touch a future sign and then go as fast as you can, you would get a Super Emerald. Okay. Now here's what you guys may be thinking. How do the Super Emeralds exist along with the Chaos Emeralds? Well, I kind of cheesed myself out of that one. It's just like somehow the Super Emeralds like somehow separate themselves via chaos energy or something like that. It was it's a little cop out. But then again, what kind of like Sonic game doesn't have one? You know what I mean? Now you might be wondering, well, what are the settings? Well, like what I mean for settings is basically like, where are we during this? So most of the game is going to take place on Angel Island, because where there's going to be basically almost all the stages, and then there's going to be what is that? That's a little that little tiny planet that was like roboticized in Sonic CD, and then the Death Egg and the Sky. So the Sky is basically like exclusive to Sky Sanctuary and Sky Chase, and so Death Egg is the Death Egg stages, blah blah blah, and then the tiny planet is exclusive to like It's going to be like exclusive to the ground bases of Eggman. But then there's so then there's going to be the rest of the stages on Angel Island. So it's gonna be like, why did you merge South Park, South Park? Oh my gosh, no. South Island, West Island, and Angel Island all together, and just put it in Angel Island. Well, story time. It's story time, baby. So I'm going to be doing this Sega Scourge way, where I'm going to be just going through the cutscenes. But sometimes I will be periodically outside the kind of thing where I basically explain something going on. Alright. Narration time. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Rouge, Omega, Marine, Ray, Mighty, Amy, Cream, Big, Blaze, Silver Shade, and Team Chaotix are storming Eggman's base at the same time. Unfortunately, they can't get in. Thankfully, Tails is there to hotwire into the door and security feed. He also decides to stay back, so where they are, so that they can all get away when the time comes, like an easy escape. Okay. And then, so against their will, Marine, Cream, and Charmy are told to hold down the fort with Tails so that he isn't alone, just in case of any robots ambush him. And they finally back down, and the rest charge in. After some charging in, tough fighting, and obstacles, Metal Sonic appears, but this time he isn't alone. Tails Doll and Metal Knuckles are there as well. After a huge battle, a huge amount of robots come in. SBO volunteers to stay behind and keep them at bay. The others finally meet up with Eggman and Eggman Nega in a big room. Oh yeah, Eggman and Eggman Nega are finally teaming up. Again after Sonic Rush Adventure. Oh, actually, it was just Sonic Rivals 2, and they're against each other. I don't know much about the Rivals games. So yeah, Eggman and Nega are in a big room behind what seems to be glass. Eggman says, "Oh, well, if it's Sonic and everyone else, where's the rest of your friends? That doesn't matter right now. What matters is that you've met your match. You're finished. Let's do this one more time." Shadow says. Knuckles then shouts, "What did you do to the Master Emerald?" Blaze is then determined, "Give me back the Soul Emeralds, Nega." Eggman Nega then responds, "Oh, ho, ho, ho. What would you like to know? Well, with Knuckles' Master Emerald, the Chaos Emeralds, your Soul Emeralds, the Time Stones, and the Super Emeralds will be able to go back in time 13 years ago and get what is..." He then looks at an ancient scroll. And then Eggman butts in, saying, "What seems to be a god that can control time and space. It existed not for too long, but locals called it..." And he then mumbles while looking at the scroll, "Solaris." And Sonic then says, "You know, Eggman, you should try to stop trying to control forces you can't control. There is Chaos, the Beta Ultimate Lifeform," Shadow Buttons saying, "the Bio Lizard." Sonic then continues, "Metal Sonic, the Mother Wisp, and most laughably Dark Gaia. The only one who listened to you was the Time Eater." Eggman, oh my gosh. Eggman then responds, "Well, this time, there's two of me. Only this time, this one," he's pointing to Nega, "this one has much more experience than an infidel younger than me." He starts getting angry. "You foiled my plan with him, and the younger Sonic too!" He starts yelling. And Sonic then responds, "Geez, no need to get so bent out of shape about it." Anyway, he says that he punches the glass. And he exclaims in pain, "Yow, ow, 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 ow." Eggman Nega then says, "Oh yeah, this glass is indestructible. There's no way you're getting through that." And Omega tries to cut through the lasers. "He is correct. This glass is too indestructible." Silver then says, "Wait, he said it's indestructible, not movable." Yeah, Silver then moves it with his telekinesis while everyone starts charging at him. Eggman then is terrified with shock. He says, "Gah! Hit the button! Hit the button!" Eggman, Nega hit the button, turning everything to white. Scene change to outside. Eggman's base. Tails and SBO are on security feed while no. Tails is on security feed. Tails is in there. SBO is fighting. So SBO is currently fighting, and he basically turns around. He's like, "Whoa!" And he turns to white. Now it's scene changed to outside Eggman's base. Tails is on security feed while Cream, Charming, Marine are playing a game. Marine, what's taking them so long? Cream then responds, "I'm sure Mr. Sonic and others are doing their best, Miss Marine." Tails then says, "No doubt about that, Cream." He then sees something strange happening on security feeds. "Wait, what's that?" Others then crowd around him. It's like, "What is it? What do you see?" Tails then says, "Give me some space, okay?" And then he hears the white growing. And then he then yells, "Let's get out of here!" But the white chases them. They try to run away, but they're barely sucked in before the white stops and collapses within itself, with the Eggman and everyone else inside. Now there's cutscenes. There's going to be cutscenes for other teams. I just haven't written them yet, but I really want to share it with you guys. So I only have the Sonic Team cutscenes written, but I will get those written. So let's do the first cutscene for Sonic Team. On a beach 13 years ago, Sonic sticks out his head of some sand. Sonic says, "Phew, yeah." He jumps out. What a ride. Oh, it's like, he then jumps out. What a ride. He then looks at himself. Wait, why am I small? Tails and Knuckles appear right beside him. Sonic, is that you? And why am I a little smaller? Sonic then responds, "The one and only, buddy." Knuckles then says, "What was that light? God, why am I small?" And then Tails then says, "Sonic, do you know where we are?" Sonic is like, "More like when we are." Tails then asks, "What do you mean?" Knuckles then butts in, saying, "He means we've been sent back into the past. 13 years to be precise." Tails then says, "I guess that makes sense. I now have a theory as to why you guys are smaller like this, but it doesn't line up for me." Knuckles then yells, "Well, spit it out." Tails says, when you said that you're 13 years in the past, it hit me. The reason you guys are like this is because not only did we travel through time, but time also traveled through you. So you were 13 years younger. But this can't work for me because if 13 years traveled through me, I would be kaput. Okay, so I'm out. I'm not saying any cutscenes right now, but it's still in the middle of it. So anyway, this is something that is kind of lingered in my mind when I saw time travel in Sonic games. I was like, but wouldn't that mean that time also traveled through them? This also kind of like proves my Avengers Endgame also proved my point with his like is like you need this special kind of armor to go to a different time, without time traveling through you. So that's all my explanation there. And then now I'm not back in. Knuckles. Knuckles says, "Well, you were farther away. Maybe the smaller the distance, the more years traveled through you." Sonic then reacts. "You knucklehead. That sounds ridiculous." He starts laughing. And then Tails says, "Actually, you may have a point there, Knuckles." Sonic then asks, "Wait, he does?" Tails then starts explaining. Yeah, because... But he doesn't get to finish his explanation because he's interrupted with rumbling and a falling sensation. Knuckles then asks, "Wait, are we on Angel Island?" He senses for the Master Emerald. "Dang it!" he yells. Tails then asks, "What is it? What's wrong?" And Knuckles then says, "The Master Emerald is broken. Again!" Sonic then says, "There's no time for chat then. Let's go." They then run into Angel Island, the first zone. Cutscene 2. It's post Angel Island. Sonic says, "Isn't it weird that we're fighting enemies from our past again?" And Tails then says, "Well, it isn't really. We have been doing that for a while now." Knuckles then says, "Are you sure we should find the Chaos Emeralds instead of the Master Emerald pieces, since he's a Guardian?" So this is something I kind of like imagine that would happen throughout the zone or something. That Sonic says, "We should find the Chaos Emeralds. They're very important." But Knuckles says, "Well, the Master Emerald pieces are important too." But then after the zone ends, there's this cutscene, and then all right, so back in the cutscene, Sonic says, "Well, we could try to contact some others, and we can assign a team to each set." And Tails then says, "Funny you mention that. I've been working on a communicator. It's almost finished." Puts finishing touches. What? And then says, "There, try contacting the others." And then Sonic says, "All right, this is Sonic reporting in. Anyone receiving this?" Amy through the communicator yells, "Sonic! Oh my god, you're all right!" Sonic puts his hand over the communicator. Gosh, it's weird to hear Amy as a... Wait. And then he takes it off. So, "Is everyone accounted for?" Everyone then responds. Okay. And then puts hand on again. "Take notes, Tails. Write everyone's age." And then pencil, and he writes everything. And then Sonic says, "Everyone, say how old you are right now." Everyone responds at once. And then he asks, "One at a time, please." Everyone responds individually. And then Sonic gives a Tails a number with fingers. Why do I have fingers? I don't know. And it says, "All right, now for the real reason we tried calling out. We need to assign a set of emeralds to each team." So, Silver then says through the communicator, "I think that you guys should stick to the Chaos Emeralds." Everyone else agrees. Sonic then, "All right, who's gonna go for the Master Emerald pieces then?" Worried for Knuckles' sake. Rouge then volunteers because, like, you know, that was her whole thing during the Sonic Adventure 2. "We will." But then Knuckles grabs the communicator and disagrees her with rage. And then Rouge finally says, "All right, fine, we'll go for the Super Emeralds. But how do we get them?" And then here's some explanation stuff going on here. Sonic says, Knuckles, I sense future signs." Sonic knows what he's talking about. Pass future signs and go as fast as he can. Shadow then says, "Got it." And then Mighty then volunteers to get to the Emerald Shards. My team will get the Emerald Shards. I feel as though I should repay Knuckles. I don't know why, but I always felt like Knuckles and Mighty had a little connection for some reason. And Sonic says, "You okay with that, Knucks?" Knuckles says that he has no objection. And asks who is with Mighty. Mighty says, "Ray and Marine are with me, but how would I get them?" And then Knuckles senses the giant rings around Angel Island, and basically explains there are giant rings around Angel Island. Try to find them. And then Blaze volunteers to find us the Soul Emeralds because she is the guardian of them. I'm the protector of the Soul Emeralds. My team should try to find them. Silver and Shade are with me, by the way. Sonic says, asks Knuckles, how would they get them? Knuckles says he senses checkpoint. And then Sonic knows. He explains the 50 rings and the checkpoint thing. So there's more emerald assigning and such. And then after all the assigning things, Tails then asks, "So Sonic, how would we get the Chaos Emeralds?" And then Sonic says, 50 rings, then head to the goal. There should be a giant ring. The reason why Tails doesn't know is because he wasn't around during the first Sonic the Hedgehog. And Knuckles says, "Alright, let's go." And then cutscene 3, it's post Palm Tree Panic. Sonic's group is looking on from the Eggman above. Eggman says, "Ho ho ho, with this Phantom Ruby we'll be able to stop them before we reach the Solaris Flame." And Eggman Nega says, "Yeah, it just sucks we have to stop in a messed up version of Angel Island." Oh yeah, I haven't explained that yet. So when you press the button, like, some chaos things happen, and all the stages are now on Angel Island. So that's my explanation. Oh, also one more thing to say about the little button thing. I took some inspiration from the comics. There was one comic. There's one series of comics where it's like the Genesis Wave. I'm pretty sure what it's called. But yeah, that was I took inspiration from that. So yeah, back to that. Sonic says, whispering, "That explains the out of shape places that are here." And Eggman then says, "All we need are the Chaos Emeralds to awaken this creature. Or the Master Emerald. Too bad I had to break when you were trying to grab it. Theoretically, we could use the Soul Emeralds too. The Super Emeralds should also work by that logic. The only set that is off is the Time Stones." Tails then whispers, "Good thing we have everyone getting those emeralds, huh?" Eggman Nego says, "Hard-boiled heavies. Go! Sonic and friends will not win this time." The Phantom Ruby radiates and transports them to a nearby place. Sonic then asks, "Whoa! What was that?" Tails then realizes something. Phantom Ruby? Hard-boiled heavies? Wait, I thought the Phantom Ruby was destroyed. Sonic says, "Not at this time it wasn't." Tails then says, "Wait a minute. This feels like an adventure classic Sonic told me about when he came back. I thought that he was from another dimension at the time. So did Eggman, but he's from the past." Okay, so let me explain that little line right there. I really hate that Tails says, "You're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you?" It should really be the classic Sonic from Generations. And it also makes sense because Modern Sonic says it's been generations since I've seen you, buddy. There's that. So anyway, that's that explanation. Knuckles says, "There's no time to chat. Let's go." So Sonic says, "Whoa!" And then we got cutscene 4, pre-carnival night. This is a little interesting. Sonic then notices something. "Ooh, that's really pretty." Knuckles notices Sonic straight from them. "What are you doing?" "Oh, that is really pretty." And Tails says, "Alright, let's ditch this place and find Eggman, guys." Guys? Oops, that was more Knuckles. Oops. Guys! Tails finds them and he laughs to himself. Alright, kiddos, let's go. Sonic then says, Tails, that was rude. You guys are rude. You two just strayed from our path. Knuckles says, how are you able to keep your eyes off the pretty lights? Then Tails says, I was around our age when I encountered this place before. My determination with Sonic helped in my training and looking away from distractions. Sonic then says, guess I saved myself in a way. Tails says, you two are becoming more childish. We need to get back to our time as soon as we can. Let's go. Then we got Cutscene 5, Post-Titanic Monarch. Oh, something I didn't say about the levels. I tried to put it in a more way as in, like, makes sense from going from like natural to like mechanized. I tried to find a balance and like make it slow process up to that. So yeah, there was that. All right, so Post-Titanic Monarch. Sonic says, "Woo! Well, that was fun. Let's go home." Eggman then laughs. "Oh, ho, 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 ho. You haven't defeated me yet, Sonic. Even as a 5-year-old, you are impatient to go home. The Death Egg is fully operational and are on our way to Soliana. Oh, ho, 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 ho." Sonic then picks up the radio. Everyone, to the expanded tornado. Yeah, the tornado has been expanded so everyone can get in the tornado. Everyone then agrees. Alright, let's do this, Tails says. And that basically cues up to the beginning of Mirage Saloon, where the weird, like, magician, the heavy magician, then, like, breaks the tornado into pieces, like, different chunks of, like, where all the teams are. So, yeah, there's that. And then Cutscene 6 is post-Sandopolis. Tails says, alright, notices huge bodies of water. I'm sorry, Sonic, but we got it. And then Sonic says, Geronimo! Knuckles says, what the? My whole life you've been away from, I've known that you've been afraid of water. Sonic then snaps to reality. What the? Oh, my horrible experience happened when I was 6. I'm more happy with the water at this age. Tails then says, well, we have to get back to our own time. We are running out of time. Sonic then says, or I can rewrite my history. I can get rid of my fear. Tails then shakes his head. As tempting as it might be, time travel is a fragile concept. Change anything, you change everything. Knuckles then says, well, that means we have to go. Cutscene done. And then next up, Cutscene 7, Hidden Palace, Act 1. Tikal Spirit says, help! 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 Sonic says, what is that? Wait, is that? Knuckles then yells, Tikal! Tails then wonders, I wonder what she wants. Tikal says, oh, thank goodness, more heroes. Sonic says, more? Tails says, don't you recognize us, Tikal? Tikal Spirits then asks, what are you talking about? Sonic says, it's us, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Tikal Spirit, oh, you guys must be from the future. Knuckles then asks, what, did you see the others too? Tikal Spirit says, yes, I saw the other 18. Sonic then, confused, then says, are you talking about the non-metal people? Because 3 of those are Eggman robots. Tikal Spirit says, okay, never mind with the banter. There's something very urgent. The Master Emerald has been broken earlier, and Chaos was released. Tails then realizes, oh shoot. Mighty Rain Marine have been finding the past Master Emerald pieces. Chaos is released too soon. Gosh, those Eggmen. Sonic then says, I know exactly what to do, but first I need to stop those Eggmen. Sonic dashes off. Tails then says, guess we better get going. Nice seeing you, Tikal. And don't worry, we got this. Tikal Spirit says, I sure hope you do. Okay. when I was thinking about the Master Emerald pieces being destroyed, I was like, well, like earlier I said that the cutscene said that the Eggman tried to grab the Master Emerald, but then it was broken. Yeah, they mistook the past Master Emerald for the present Master Emerald, which is somewhere else in the past of Mobius. So basically, that means they accidentally let Chaos out. There's going to be more. And then we have a unification of all the teams back together, and then the rest of these cutscenes are going to be like the final. This is going to be the final thing. Final cutscenes. Cutscene 8. So basically, all the Chaos Emeralds, the Soul Emeralds, the Super Emeralds, the Master Emerald, and the Time Stones, Sonic absorbed all of those and became Perfect Sonic. I couldn't think of anything really creative with new names. I tried my best, but I really did. So Perfect Sonic says, "We did it, everyone! We beat the Eggmen!" Everyone cheers. All the emeralds, along with the Phantom Ruby, suddenly surround Sonic. When he de-transforms, his face falls straight on the ground, unconscious. Eggman then says, "Oh, have a good time trying to wake him from a never-ending sleep. Oh, we're off to Solia." Eggman Nega says, "Nye, nye, 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 nye." Tickle Spirit says, "I don't think so, Eggman." Eggman says, "I won't be stopped by a random girl." Oh, and by the way, this Tickle Spirit is not going to be the red ball as we see in Sonic Adventure. It's going to be more like a faint turquoise kind of Tickle. So there's going to be that. And then Tickle Spirit says, "Because of you two, chaos has been unleashed." Eggman Nega is confused and saying, "Chaos?" Eggman says, "What are you talking about? That was the Master Emerald from the past, wasn't it?" And he says, fully realizing what happened. The call then responds, "Yes." Amy says, Sonic, wake up!" And then tries to slap him awake. Sonic doesn't do anything. A scream is heard in the distance, and water surrounds all the emeralds. Super Perfect Chaos is suddenly huge that it could possibly hit the Death Egg just by standing there. Tickle Spirit then says, "I'm sure you'll be able to defeat him." Tails then says, I don't know. Sonic is the only one who has experienced this perfect chaos." But then, the reality of the situation hits Tails like a freight train. Rain starts pouring. Tails says, "Oh no, this isn't good. Sonic is totally unconscious, and he's the only one who's experienced against perfect chaos. We don't even know where the emeralds are either. So we can't do this ourselves. No, we can't just leave this alone either. If we just travel to our point in time, which we can't, we would see a world destroyed by this more powerful chaos. Curse those Eggmen. Curse you all too." Shadow then responds, Shadow then interrupts saying, Whoa, calm down there, Tails." Tails then says, "Like you're one to talk. You spent an adventure saying stuff like that." Shadow then says, "Now wait just 1 minute." Knuckles then interrupts saying, Shadow, you're going too harsh on him." Tails, "It's okay. We'll always find a way." Tails then says, "How can you be so sure? I spent the most amount of time with Sonic than any one of you. And those experiences told me that once we have Sonic, we can do anything. Well, guess what? Sonic is in a never-ending sleep. That's what Eggman said. He wouldn't lie about something that helps him. I've had that experience. You're all fools to believe that we can do this without Sonic. Yes, we've done that against Eggman's rule over Mobius. But where's Rookie, huh? Where's Rookie? Oh yeah, in our time. And don't tell me Knuckles can do it with the Chaotix. You're down 2 members, and that was against Eggman, not a giant water monster. Now if you excuse me, leave me alone." Knuckles then tries to reach out saying, Tails! Cream then asks Mr. Sonic to wake up. Please wake up, Mr. Sonic. Everyone sulks in defeat. Credits then roll. But by the time the credits end, a new cutscene is happening. G.O.N. Sergeant Major of the Army. I'm sure you've all heard of the giant monster that has ravaged the planet. And Command Sergeant Major. Yes, it ravaged around an eighth of the world already. Gun Sergeant Major. We have to find some way to defeat it. Gun First Sergeant. Yes, but how? And then Gun Sergeant Major of the Army. I believe we only have one choice. Gun Commander then says, oh please, not him. I disapprove. Gun Sergeant Major of the Army responds, I'm afraid we have no choice. This monster isn't like anything we've seen before. Also, I'm in charge here, Commander, so for your sake, you better keep your mouth shut. Gun Commander then says, fine, I'll try to cooperate with him. Gun Sergeant Major of the Army says, alright, meeting adjourned. Release our top secret weapon. Gun Soldier then asks, are you sure? Gun Sergeant Major of the Army says, yes, do it. Gun Soldier pulls up radio. Release Project Shadow immediately. Sergeant Major's orders. Cue a metal pillar rising. Shadow opening his eyes, and the screen cuts to black. Well, what do you guys think? An amazing cliffhanger for a potential sequel. What? I feel like I've put a lot of energy into the last two. Like I've been, I really like tried to build like cliffhangers to find people exhilarated for more. So anyway, that is it for today's video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to not miss anything. Not miss any more awesome stuff from this channel. And leave a comment down below, leaving your thoughts on this this fan game that I've been thinking about. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Oh, actually, one more thing. Up here to subscribe to my channel, over here to subscribe to my cooperative channel with my good friend G, and down here should be a recommended video for you, the viewer. So anyway, that's actually my time for this video. Goodbye.